everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CID TV News Brief on this Wednesday. The Right Honourable Amanda Milling MP, who is the UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office Minister responsible for the Cayman Islands and other overseas territories, is visiting Cayman for the first time this week. While here, the minister will be meeting a wide variety of people during the three-day visit, including the Premier, cabinet members, the leader of the opposition, and senior stakeholders working in government, industry, and civil society. His Excellency the Governor says, quote, he's delighted to welcome Minister Milling to Cayman, her first visit to an overseas territory since her appointment back on the 15th of September last year, end quote. Minister Milling has responsibility for all of the British overseas territories and singled out the Cayman Islands for her visit to the region. Premier the Honourable Wayne Panton says, we look forward to discussing with her the way the United Kingdom government can work with the Cayman Islands government to further enhance our relationship with the UK to the benefit of our country and our people, end quote. Now, the minister's visit will be highlighted in all Cayman Islands government channels. We encourage you to follow the YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram pages. Well, recently, the Cayman Islands received approval from the UK HSA to administer the COVID-19 vaccine to vulnerable, high-risk children ages 5 to 11, which will take place at a dedicated clinic and times. Now, the Public Health Department has released a schedule for the introduction of the COVID-19 vaccine for those vulnerable children. The clinic will be an appointment-only clinic offered from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. this coming Saturday, the 29th of January, in the Public Health Clinic at the Cayman Islands Hospital, or HSA. Appointments can be made by contacting the Public Health Clinic by calling 926-8152. That's 926-8152. Parents and guardians should take the child's immunization record or card. A doctor's letter in support of the patient receiving the vaccine will also be required for any administration to this age group. Vulnerable or high-risk children age 5 and 11, and those, of course, on the same age group living with vulnerable or immunocompromised individuals will qualify for the vaccine. As a reminder, the childhood vaccines will not be administered at the regular COVID vaccination clinics. Keeping on the theme of the HSA, the Health Services Authority has announced the successful installation of a new on-site oxygen generator at the Cayman Islands Hospital. Now, the oxygen generator provides a discharge flow of medical-grade oxygen and is expected to save the authority over $150,000 each year. The install of this generator mitigates a potential national security risk associated with insufficient local medical oxygen caused by disruptions to international supply chains. The emergence of COVID-19 has led to global shortages, instances of price gouging, and an increase in black markets. Now, this has created a scarcity and delayed access in many jurisdictions. Prior to the installation of the new oxygen generator, the HSA sourced medical-grade oxygen through a local vendor. Now, statistics through a press release show that approximately 20% of patients who are treated for symptoms of COVID-19 will require oxygen therapy to prevent respiratory failure. Pure oxygen is also an essential resource in the HSA's operating room for procedures requiring anesthesia and in the intensive care and neonatal units. Taking a look now at our forecast tonight, we can expect fair to partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Tomorrow's prediction is for similar weather, while the outlook through Friday is also calling for similar weather conditions to earlier this week. Light winds and seas are expected over the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours as a cold front moves over the Yucatan Channel and becomes stationary. Satellite images will now show an area of low-level clouds over the Cayman Islands area that are moving towards the west. Remember, you can find the latest unexpected local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. And this brings us to the end of today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, wishing you a wonderful night.
Seek the latest, accurate information on COVID-19 only from official sources at gov.ky/coronavirus.